children and the sort of tormented lives they've opened for themselves, well that's a form of Jahannam for you. You're not going to be in a pleasurable experience thinking, I'm free from punishment, this is great, but you're going to be going and visiting all your loved ones which are your children and their families and their homes. And then you'll see what you did and how you raised them and the character you had and the effect it had upon them, because they're the fruits of your tree. So yeah, there's a lot of accountability. That's why we said we're ambassadors for a much greater understanding. Allah guided us to clean yourself, perfect your relationships. That when you left this earth, your ummah was your family, your children understood love and compassion, the love of Prophet didn't have to necessarily accept it, but they heard it from you, they saw it in your belief, they saw it in everything that you did. And at some point in time they may say, oh I'm going to go back to what my dad was doing or my mom was doing. So these are very important path when people take a hisab of their homes and what they're doing and how they're raising their spouses, how they act with their spouses, how they act with their children. Is it based on love and compassion? And do you think if Prophet was right now in your living room or always in your living room, he would be pleased with you? The way you conduct yourself and conduct yourself with your spouse and your children. Because some people think that Sufism is only here on Thursday night. Then they go home and they're like, what is it, gremlins? Yeah, you have to think that Prophet is in your living room at all times watching everything, and that he's looking at the character and looking at the example, and that's the life of somebody who's entering sincerity. Because they feel a sense of, yes he is watching me and I have to act better, and if the other person is not acting good, at least my good character he'll be pleased with me. I can't make him pleased with everyone in the house because that's not my business. I'm only hoping that if he's sitting there on the couch he's pleased with me, because I'm going to go into my grave. Each kid will have their own grave, the other spouse will have their own grave, and they're all going to have their own accounting. So it's just if I worry about him being pleased with me and not who's right and wrong in any argument, then you should have a good outcome, because he comes into the environment, he's pleased with you, and that's all that we needed. And if everyone thought like that, then it would be like a paradise everywhere you go. So that's what the whole concept of sincerity. When people are sincere, they have a very sort of close relationship with the Divine, and they're continuously conscious of that and remorseful. When they don't make it, they don't do it right, and they have regret and they immediately try to correct their errors. They're not sort of prideful of their error and saying, oh it's great to be like that. No, regretful, crying, trying to fix things, because they don't want the Divinely stationed to be upset. So that's the abode of sincerity, that we have to move in that direction and think that they're always watching us, that they're present with us. We're people who do madad and meditate and contemplate, inshaAllah.